Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, the great millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to y'all out there. And this is another quick sit-down lesson on this March 19th, 2022, on this Saturday night. And the title of this quick sit-down lesson is going to be, I will send plagues upon the world. And this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5, and it reads through the Holy Scriptures. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? Going to continue to see more of that in these last days. And I'm going to look up this word, plague, the definition of plague. Plague is a contagious bacterial disease characterized by fever or delirium, particularly with the formation of I can't pronounce that word, plague, and sometimes infection of the lungs. A outbreak of plague, a cause of continued trouble or distress. He has been plagued by ill health. What is the meaning of plague? Is it to smite, infest, or effective with, or as if with a disease, calamity, or natural evil, cause to worry or distress, hampering, burden to disturb, or annoying prestigiously. Right, because Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, he's going to send that plague, and he's going to continue to send these plagues upon the world, which is with the code word 19, just like over there in the land of Moab. I believe they going to be on lockdown again, because I believe it was a case one person has died. This was the first year since last year it had erupted over there, especially like 2 years ago where it first all started at. Then it started to make waves through the whole world, Even though Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, he does these things. But yeah, Moab is starting to be back on lockdown mode again, And these, the V word variant, is starting to make its case back again. Sometimes you can't believe what the media and the news say all the time. And I believe Fauci, he said it's starting to resurface again. Other cases are starting to go back up again, And it might be a potential of an increase of these again, That's why Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai sending these plagues, and he's going to constantly continue to send these plagues on the planet Earth, And I'm going to look up the definition of famine, It says famine, extreme, scarcity of food, drought, could result in famine throughout the region. It says a famine, the definition of famine, an extreme scarcity of food. The famine affected most of the country. Starvation, So yeah, it's gonna be a famine as well too. We're so used to seeing and hearing of these famines in these third world countries. It's gonna be famines in these popular countries was prosperous. In a whole bunch of load of multiple of different race of people. It's gonna hit these countries as well too. these more, all these countries that was prospering and stuff like that. Like the United States, the UK, and many other places that's prosperous. Even though these third world countries so used to these famines. Places like Ethiopia, places like the Philippines, parts of Thailand and Yemen. Where these hard hit, torn countries. They're so used to these famines. But wait till these large countries going to get hit with this famine. With the food shortages, the hyperinflation, the cost of living, the cost of foods and goods, and the food shortages. Once those food shortages stop, that's when that Jacob's trouble gonna come into full effect. That's why Yahweh Shem Al Shai is gonna continue to send plagues on this earth, and with the sword, the famine. And it's gonna be like that, increase in the last days. And famine and death and destruction. And you seeing a lot of death and destruction on the planet Earth as well too. It's like in the book of Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. Spirit are created for vengeance. And Yahweh Shem Al Shai constantly, continually, and consistently doing these things on planet Earth. And so with that, I hope this quick little sit down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Shai. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And before I close out this quick sit-down lesson on this March the 19th, 2022, on this Saturday night, in the last days, it's going to be an increase of plagues that's going to be upon the earth, and the continual famine, and the famine of the word as well too. You're going to see these many different things increase in the last days. And so with that, I will say shalom.